What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Lowkey OJ back with another video. So I thought one of the most useful tips that I could give out within this whole tip series, I thought I would do like a top 5 of each position of like players that you could get that could come off the bench, or if you already have like a very solid team, they could be starting caliber but not a star caliber, guys that wouldn't ask for too many touches, wouldn't cost you too much, and no matter which team you're on, you would be able to get. So without further ado, let's get into this list. So the first guy on this list comes from the Brooklyn Nets. And he's Sean Kilpatrick. Now, if you look at him right here, he's an aggressive scorer. His three-point ability is very good. So is his agility, and so is shooting his ability. But when you go to his stats, like it doesn't look that great. But as somebody who's just going to be coming off the bench, or if like you have your starting shooting guard who's of a higher caliber, 80 and above, needs some rest or is injured or something, he can slot in. You won't miss a beat. If you need to sim games, he'll still be putting up like good numbers, man. Like I don't know what it's about. I don't know what it's about this guy. Like especially before they did the update, there'd be seasons where he'd like be dropping 17, 18 points a game for me. So definitely recommend him at number 5. If you need to slide him into the point guard position, it's not going to be great. But with his positive averages just being 71, it won't be that bad. His passing IQ is absolutely garbage, but just as an offensive and defensive shooting guard, he's defensively his numbers aren't good, but his like when you're playing with him on ball, his athleticism allows you to be able to actually make up for it. And if you want to keep him for just a couple more seasons, he's still relatively young at 26. So at number 5 we have Sean Kilpatrick. Now if we go down the list to number 4, we're going to go to the Philadelphia 76ers and look at the Canadian kid, Nick Stauskas. Now Nick Stauskas, you may be wondering, like he costs more per season and he's not as good, like he's just a shooter, that's all. But when you look at his numbers, he's a very solid shooter. Like 82 open 3, 82 contested 3. Now for a shooting guard coming off the bench, you don't really need him to do much more than just shoot, especially with his off the dribble 3, 79, positive average of 72, and his shot IQ being 92. Good free throw too. He can drive to the layup. He has more size than Sean Kilpatrick. So even though Sean Kilpatrick is more athletic shooting guard, in the end he won't be able to do as much for you as Nick Stauskas, especially when you consider age, and if these are the guys that you're trying to keep for at least like a couple seasons, that you won't have to pay that much, especially when it comes time to negotiating contracts. You can get them for a nice hometown discount. For like Nick Stauskas, you may be paying him $3 million right now, but like you could do a 5-year contract for like $4 million a season, and by that time he'll be like 77, 78, and by the end of his contract, if your team is good and you do the right things, he'll be like in the 80s. So obviously be a steal and be a good trade piece if you're looking for the future. Now, if we go down to number 3, we're gonna go to the Miami Heat and look at my man Josh Richardson. Now Josh Richardson is honestly, like in game, he's one of my most favorite players to use, all the way back to 2K16 when I found out about this guy. And like he just ball out, man. Like in 2K16, I believe he was like a 70, 77. Yeah, even before this upgrade, he was a 77. And the great thing about all these guys, I know I didn't show you for the other two, but I'm gonna show you with Josh Richardson. When you trade for them, they don't, like for right now, I'm with the Lakers. Like I know Larry Nance and Ivac Zubac for Josh Richardson, Wayne Elliott seems like a lot, but if I was to go to a proposed trade, I could easily get him for somebody else. You know what I mean? Like I could easily put up, like let's say, I could definitely put up somebody like Thomas Robinson for him, and like Miami Heat would take him with like 2 second-round picks. But right now. I'm not trying to make this video long, so I won't show it to you guys. And I forgot to show it to you for like, here, let's just go back real quick to the Philadelphia 76ers. We go down to Nick Stauskas. Okay, it's funny, but really, if I wanted to get him, same thing, just like 2 second-round picks and one player who's like 1.5 stars, should be able to get him. This should work with any team. Like even if it gives you that like little thing where it's like, oh, they don't want to trade with you, it's not a problem. So that's weird though. Usually they give me some options at least. Like this not like right now they're asking for a lot though. But these guys usually, if you're on a contender and you're not on a very like barren team like the Lakers are right now, you could get some. You can get them for pretty cheap. But anyhow, let's go down to number 2 on this list. Now, number 2 on the list, we're going all the way to the Milwaukee Bucks. Go to the Bucks, and of course, right on the money, we have Malcolm Brogdon. Now, this guy could have easily been number 1, like easy number 1, because out of everybody in this top 5 list, stats-wise, he beats everybody. He has the best shot. Not the best shot IQ, but like if you're playing with him and you need him to hit free throws, you need to hit him mid-range, you need him to hit 3. Very solid player. Not too great at driving to the rim as some of the other guys, but also not that bad either. Not as bad as Nick Stauskas, especially when it comes to like dunking and things like that. But the best thing about Malcolm Brogdon is that you could slide him into the point guard position, and with that 79 pass accuracy, he could easily hold his own, you know what I mean? Very good player, but he might be a little bit harder to get because he's young, on a very good contract. But if you know how to play the game, like, it shouldn't be that hard. Like right now, it's only asking for Nick Young and Thomas Robinson, and you get Malcolm Brogdon and Spencer Hawes. You could keep Nick Young. You could just offer Thomas Robinson 2 second-round picks and take out Spencer Hawes, and you can get Malcolm Brogdon. That's what I really like about this whole list, is that these guys you can easily get. Now, for the number 1 guy on the list, some might disagree, but wait till you actually like you use them. And like if the main thing about these guys is like I personally don't like playing most of the games of the season. It gets boring. But if you're simming through them, they're not gonna play bad, man. But Lance Stevenson, when you sign him, he doesn't ask for much. Like, I'm not gonna go through the process of like taking players off my list because it'll make the video longer. I also want to do the editing, so I'll just tell you right now, you can get him for the minimum or a little bit above the minimum for 4 years. It becomes 2.5 stars when it comes to trade value. And if you look at his stats they don't look that great, right? It's like very solid all the way around, but out of all the guys, this guy is the most consistent all around. Defense, offense, and even though it doesn't say that he can play point guard, like you remember when Lance Stevenson was good, man. Like he could play point guard. All his positive averages are better than his ratings, so that shows you that when you're simming with him, even though his shot IQ says 60, it's 86, so he's gonna put in work. Free throws says 78, but it's actually 81. So his standing layup, the only thing that's bad is like the contact dunk, but you don't really need him for that, you know what I mean? His passing accuracy is very decent. His hands, post control, the defense is really where you like him. That on-ball defense, he could be defensive player off the bench and offensive player. So if you guys have any questions, you know what I mean? If you have any difference of opinions, if you think that this list should be any different, make sure to write down your opinions in the comment section down below. If you like the video, make sure you hit that like button, share this video around if you got friends, who don't know how to play 2K, need some help, you know what I mean? Need to get these hidden gem players. Even if you're playing in my league and you're capped out and you need some guys to fit into the cap space, all these guys should work. You can fit them in. But other than that, hope you enjoyed the video. Make sure to hit that like button one more time, subscribe for more, share the video.